We are live, baby, here with Australian Antics, better known as Aussie Antics, straight from Australia. One of the top commentators slash best watch party hosts.
Oos. Okay, you had to like get the little oos.
No, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say an OCE. No, you're the one of the best watch parties for sure.
Thanks, man.
Quickly rose to the top. Stopped being a personal trainer so that he could pursue his lazy career of being a gamer slash entertainer.
Yeah.
How does it feel to now be unhealthy with cholesterol and diabetes? Ozzy.
It's been tough.
Okay.
I mean, the 12, 13-hour streams, I'm still trying to hit my gym sessions when I can. I mean, it was good timing with COVID. I mean, literally, I would have been without a job, so I'm happy for it. I mean, I'm trying to get the fitness in when I can. But yeah, no, it's sitting 13 hours compared to getting up at 4 a.m. though. Yeah, I'll take it. It's kind of better.
Would you say it worked out at like the perfect time?
I would say, I mean, perfect timing. I feel like a lot of people had that where it kind of looked like the perfect timing because I went full time in December, but I didn't move house until like February, March. I bought a house and that's like the last 2 months where it kind of exploded. So there was really 3 months of kind of stressing where it's like, man, I have a home loan coming up. Like I'm saving right now, but you know, I had like 400 subs. Like I hadn't done anything for Epic yet. I'd had a few commentary gigs. Like I did AO, but like as far as bills and stuff, it was like looking a bit dicey. It ended up being the perfect timing when I moved though. But when I first went full time, I did take the risk without any of that backup net I now have.
Why?
So it was kind of
why?
I don't know, because I just had to. You know what I mean? Like I've said it on stream a few times. People asked about that. Like I don't mind if I got here and then it was super stressful and I had to start working like 18-hour days as a PT to make the money back. But what I couldn't have done is live with the regret as if I didn't go full time at least once and try it. It's now worked out, but that's the thing for me. I've gotten to, you know, I'm 26. I'm a boomer. I've gotten to this point without regret.
You're only 26.
Really don't want to start now. You didn't know I was 26.
And you're married? You're married.
No, not married. Almost.
Oh,
I'm engaged.
okay,
I'm married
okay.
Next year. Yes. No. Yeah.
That's like my brother.
Right.
My brother's 26 and engaged. So
imagine if you like organized a marriage like and then COVID happened. Holy.
I
fuck.
can't, Aussie. That's young for me.
Yeah, that's young for you, really.
I've said it, bro.
I've been with Annie now for 7 years, though, dude. Like, we've been together
7
for
years.
So.
Shit.
Yeah. I've been with my chick for like 5 years, and I still, you know, what I'm saying, definitely gonna break up at some point. You know,
exactly.
And bang some moms. You know, probably. You know.
Ozzy. I just noticed you look. Oh.
No, I was gonna say. I was real quick. I've been wondering this for a long time. How does it feel to be the more attractive Dusty?
Like, okay, so by the way, like, I don't know if you know me, but like everyone tells me that like we're doppelgangers.
Oh, okay, okay. I've heard it a couple
ahead.
times. I've gotten it a few times. I have actually gotten it a few times. So I mean, don't do that. You don't have to be that modest, man. I don't know if you know who I am. Of course, I know who you are, dude. Come on, man. You can't start with that one. Just the person in the back corner.
No, Dusty's a loser. Nobody knows who he is.
So does it feel good? So does it feel good, like knowing you're better looking than him, or like do you think about that often, or no?
I mean, I'm just happy that when I was on the official broadcast, I seemed to be the one commentator that wasn't falling into that like official Epic commentator starter pack with like the glasses, the hat, and everything. So honestly, I've gotten so many doppelgangers. What's the other doppelganger I got? I used to get Ty Lopez a lot, and then I put a bookshelf behind me. So I kind of like I leaned into the Ty Lopez one. So I don't know.
I think what Edwin's trying to ask you. No, Dusty, this is for your sake. Does your wife ever think she's accidentally talking to Dusty? And does that give you nightmares?
I don't think so, but maybe. Now I'm going to forever question it, though. That's the issue. I'll never know.
Okay. Because the thing I get all the time is like, dude, I don't know if you have that feeling, but I just feel like I look like everyone. Like people are like, oh, you look like that guy. You look like that guy, that guy, that guy. I'm like, what, dude?
No, it's annoying. For me, it's literally just if they have facial hair and dark features and maybe glasses. That's it. People will just be like anything. Literally anyone who's like just got a beard, dark hair, and then maybe glasses. You look exactly like that guy. I'm like, if you're going to limit that down to everything, like it starts to get a little bit iffy on the races.
Okay, so tell us. Okay, go ahead, Edwin.
I was gonna say I get. Are you Native American? You look like Jacob from Twilight. You look like what was the other one, bro? If you guys ever watched King of the Hill, the motherfucker from that. Fuck, I forget. John Redcorn. Yeah.
Or what about you, Rob?
Me? Did you not see the memes when I went on the Fortnite interview?
No.
People literally took the image of me getting interviewed by Zeke, Monster, and Shayo, and they go, "This is for the same person."
Yeah, no, I saw the 4 stages of solo
That is
cash
the
cup,
most
and it was
racist
like
thing
day
ever.
1, day 2, day 3, day 4. At that point, it's starting to get racist though. The whole monster Z thing and stuff.
It is. No, it's not. It's like,
racist.
but it's not harmful racist.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah,
You
that's
get what I'm
okay.
saying? Like,
It's not harmful.
It's like nice. It's like right, nice racism. Like,
no, seriously,
I
it's not
respect that,
harmful.
though. No. Yeah, no, I respect that though. I like the fact that you've lent into the whole obviously Arab culture thing, but you can have a joke with it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Anyone who's
Like-
got pale skin, dark hair, a beard, and maybe glasses. Apparently, I'm identical to them. So
Listen,
it's the same thing, but
here's-
I don't get affected by it.
Here's a tweet I saw today, and this is a little bit intense. This one went viral. Okay, I saw this when I woke up. He said,
Here we go.
"Hi guys, I want to come out and say that I made a lot of racial, sexual,
Oh, yes,
and
I love
insensitive jokes in my past. It's something
yeah,
I'm
baby.
proud of. I still think a majority of them are funny, and I genuinely couldn't give a less of a fuck if anyone finds them offensive."
Fitz, baby, let's go. Australian content creators.
Is
man,
that what
they're
he is? He's
different.
Australian?
Yeah, Fitz. He's Australian. Yeah, Fitz is part of Misfits. So Swagger Souls. That
Oh,
whole
okay,
group. So
okay,
they,
right.
They don't care at all. Yeah,
And-
they don't care.
And people love it. You know
fine.
why? Because it's against the
Yeah.
cancel culture online. So it's like
Yeah.
bro, how many times do you get off Twitch and you're cracking a joke with your friends that you can't say
Yeah.
on Twitch? It's the reality
yeah.
is
so
people
many
like
times.
people. The whole point of jokes is that there's truth to them, right? People
yeah.
people want to laugh at it's an escape. That's why it's so good. That's why the best comedians are the ones that push the boundaries the furthest.
Yeah.
Things like that. So
Yeah.
it's like, dude, I don't care when people make fun of me or make a racist joke towards me. It's just like,
Well, it usually.
is it?
I think-
Yeah, go ahead.
But you've been in the midst of all this with the whole Pokemon stuff, right? It's always that intent. Are they actually trying to be hurtful, or are they just trying to have a laugh? That's the
Right.
difference, right? Like it's the intent of what you do and what you say.
Exactly.
And on Twitch, unfortunately, we're finding that intent doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Bro, I don't. I
should have
still-
racism changed.
Dude, I still don't. I don't understand that. I don't
Uh-huh.
get it. Because you know what I told Arab? I was like, bro, I was like,
I
you
was
need
like,
to.
here we go.
I was like, you need to reach out to like a partner manager or something and figure that out.
Yeah,
I'm waiting.
that's
I'm waiting on
hard.
the response. Yeah, I put a
man.
ticket to get the strike removed, but
A warning.
That's hard, man.
kind of crazy, huh?
A
Well, no,
warning
that's
for
hard.
kitties. You get banned
I
for 3 days for fucking.
Ozzy, go
sexting.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I love Twitch ANZ though, as much as
I agree.
obviously we're talking about Twitch. I've come onto the whole I've come onto the brand risk podcast. I'm gonna make sure I don't get myself in trouble with people.
You
I
just
care
wait
about,
until
but
the last
ANZ
question.
Twitch, no,
Yeah.
honestly, I feel like don't I know. I feel like ANZ Twitch is very different to international Twitch. Though, like I have my rep, and I feel like anytime anything's, we have monthly meetings. Like it's a full thing. Like I talk to
Wait,
them all the
what's
time. Like, we have
ANZ?
so much help. Or Australia, New Zealand. So we
Okay,
have our own
Right.
So just I don't know, like partnership here, like everything just seems to be more transparent and more clear. I don't know.
Yeah,
why
you guys get
international
partnered
Twitch
much
doesn't.
earlier, right?
Well, it seems to be a lot
Mhm.
easier to partner here. Yeah, like a lot easier. I see a lot of pros who stream for like 3-4 months. I'm
Well-
looking at people like Blake who didn't get it for so long with just the most ridiculous stats and pretty, like friendly content. It's not super questionable.
Wagers
But
though.
yeah, here it's crazy. I don't know. People just get it a lot
Yeah,
easier.
I think
Yeah.
it's because Australia is more like we said, right? Fitz is the one that tweeted that. If you tweet that in the
true.
USA, if you tweet that in the USA, people are much more sensitive.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
much
true.
more like cancel culture. Like so on Twitch here, they're much more like sensitive and making sure,
yeah.
you know what I mean? But going back to that strike, right? I'm watching a documentary. I pull up a penis statue comes up. I'm watching a documentary about free speech. Literally, like these guys got sued. These guys
Oh, I
got
didn't know that,
sued.
the irony, my God.
Yeah, these guys got sued for
Right.
going on to a news, like getting invited to a news channel and pretending they were personal trainers. And
Okay.
they're getting sued for slander, basically, for like ruining the what's it called? The news station or some shit, like making them seem like they're not an actual news station. It was
Yeah,
it was like
okay.
two dudes. There were two comedians, and they would make these fake workout videos where they'd like hit each other with sticks, etc.
Oh, God.
Right, and you're a
What
personal
about
trainer. You know
yourself?
that's nothing. I mean, there is an
Yeah,
ab
no, but
workout
that's-
where you punch each other, but like,
Yeah, but that's at the same time that's so weird though. Like to question, like to get annoyed the fact that they've ruined our reputation because they made us look like we're not a real news channel. Well, you didn't do your research though, right? Like that is
Yeah,
on you. Like,
exactly.
You didn't research who was coming onto your show. Like
Exactly.
you're just annoyed that you got called out. Like you got called out. That's how it is. I mean, yeah. Damn.
yeah. So it's like I'm watching that, and a penis statue pops up. Okay, I delete the clips. I delete the VODs. Boom. 65 minutes later,
Yeah.
my fucking
was fast.
OBS still has the green square and it has 0 kilobytes per second. And I'm like, fuck. I think I just got
People hate
banned.
You, dude. Holy fuck.
Yeah, and then fucking next day, Pokimane pulls out a full naked clip of Mini Diva on the bed getting absolutely railed. Like, Yeah. And you know what I mean? And then
You've been warned.
and it takes her 30 hours to get a warning.
Hey, that was a great video. by
It
the
was
way.
a great
Just letting you
video.
know.
I researched it right after.
Bro, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I saw the video like when it happened, and it had so many views, and then like as it got bigger and bigger, and like more people found out about it, it blew up, bro. That was probably like their most popular video.
Oh,
good for them. Good for them.
Good for them. I mean, can we talk
Why
about
did you
it
be
real
us
quickly
next
again?
week?
I feel
Dusty.
like this is something I haven't talked about on my stream too much. Let's
Look at
do
DMs.
Brand Risk Podcast. This is what you guys talk about, though. Can we just say how good the Pornhub marketing team is? Like some of the stuff they've
They
done that
are.
I've seen
They
like
are.
on Twitter to the wider community. I think they did something like cleaning up the beaches or whatever. And it wasn't like there was some film of like a chick at a beach and they were basically filming a porno. But like for every view that got, they like cleaned up a piece. It was nuts, man. I'm like, your marketing team is actually insanely smart.
Bro, they did this thing up north in the United States where there was like crazy blizzards and like people were snowed in or whatever. They got these giant trucks with like the they just push the snow, and on the like the snow plow thing it said Pornhub on it. And they're just like there's like a million of them just like in all these cities like pushing snow and add Pornhub on it. It's so lit.
Dude, they are good. Especially their Twitter person, Aria.
Aria, yeah.
Everyone knows about Aria.
Yeah.
I feel like I've missed the loop. I don't know. Is that like what? Is that like the person who runs their Twitter or something?
Yeah.
Or like,
Yeah.
Normally you don't know who runs these like corporate Twitters because I feel like that you
No,
just
no,
imagine
no.
they're
Her
just some
name,
complete.
like Pornhub, like Pornhub's Twitter account. Their actual
okay.
Twitter
Aria.
name is called Pornhub Aria. So like,
Okay,
it's just one chick that just runs it and cracks jokes to people.
It's so good. You became beyond like porn. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even if you don't.
Well, I don't follow it,
Fucking everyone
'cause-
watches porns, but like everyone know what pH is. Like it's like became so big.
It's like that meme of playing the song, right? How many times do you see people caught out by it? Oh, you like this? Yeah, I've heard that somewhere. Like, what is that from? And then you just everyone knows the joke, and it's like, oh, here we go, mate. It's like
Okay.
someone's dad, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry,
Let's dive a little bit deeper into you, Aussie.
Okay.
So you do have a degree, right? You have 2 degrees.
1 degree. I got
One
my
degree.
bachelor's degree in psychology. It was a long degree. I did an extended
yeah.
degree, but it's one.
He's
Only
not
one.
smart
I've got
enough.
my cert 3 and 4 in fitness, though. I'm sorry. That was a TAFE course. You wouldn't even know what that
Psychology.
is.
That's your degree?
Yeah, so my psych degree is my degree, but for personal training, I don't know what you guys call it. It's basically like it's a 1-year course that you do through an institute, but it's not through a university.
Yeah.
You can do it through university.
Yeah.
I didn't, yeah.
I think the way they do it here is like even like gyms hand that out. Like you can
Yeah.
you can
There
go
you
and
go.
do it through a gym for
Okay.
a few months or whatever. But
Nice.
oh, that's dope. That's dope. I was really into fitness as well. I like that. Like knowing that we've kind of become good friends in this scene. Both came from fitness. I never was into supplements. I heard you talking the other day that you were really into
yeah?
supplements. So
Well, I trained hardcore, man. I was training like 7 days a week for about almost 7 years there. Like I think we
Damn.
figured out, I think in the 7 years,
I did
think I
too.
maybe had like 20 days off or so. That's it. But I
Same
was
here.
like almost to the point of unhealthy though. Like I would try and like say
Yeah.
it's like Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and I'm like getting up at like 5 a.m. to go let myself into my gym because I was the head PT, so I had keys because it wasn't open to still work out to then come home and do a family thing. So it was
Right.
like on the sides of unhealthy though.
So I was the same.
Yeah.
Out of my first 4 years of working out, I missed a total of about 20 days.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah.
So
It's crazy.
Yeah, like even when I would travel to Lebanon, as soon as I got to Lebanon after 20 hours of flying, dude, I haven't worked out in 20 hours. I need a fucking gym. And first thing we
it's
do as
addicting.
soon as we landed is get to the gym. And I loved it, don't get me wrong, but I think I burnt myself out once I started going extremely hard and actually started focusing on food. So like my philosophy was
Yeah.
I started working out because I was fat, right? I ran and then I was like, let me actually
me
build
too, me
muscle. And then I built muscle. I became like super beautiful, whatever. And then I got to the point where I wanted to shred because like I've really bad like I got good arm jeans. I have really bad ab jeans, and like I gotta work my ass off for abs, like more than most people. So I did like an 8-week absolutely. Weighed all my food, 2.5 hours a day, literally. Like, I don't know. Have you ever heard of the Lost Breed on Instagram? You ever heard of those guys? I bought their plan, and you know how fucking psycho they are. Like, you've seen their videos.
That's intense.
And I did it for like 8 weeks, shredded, and then I think I burnt myself out. Right afterwards, I got addicted to streaming, and I just kind of stopped working out. I just stopped working out.
Balance is hard, man.
It is, yeah. And I mean, I'm trying, like, I've got some weights here and stuff. For me, I would still be going as much, if not as much. I'd probably go on like 4 or 5 days a week if the gyms were open. For me, the gym's always been the escape. Like, it started off same as you. I started off in high school, relentlessly bullied. I was overweight. And then I started training, and that linked to my self-confidence. So I think the reason why I got so addicted was like, man, if I stop training even for like 2 weeks, I'm gonna like hate myself again. Where eventually now I've channeled my like self-worth into other things, like, you know what I mean, like content creation, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But for me, if the gym was open, I'd probably still be going, only because it is such a good escape from streaming. Like right now, I'm not leaving my house. There's no reason to. Like, I don't know if our lockdown's different to yours at the moment, but like I moved houses, I've moved into the mountains. It's a beautiful spot. Even lookouts are closed, walking past are closed, like everything is closed.
Yeah.
So it's like, if the gym's open again, that's going to be the first thing to kind of have a bit of a mental reset. Because right now it's just like 14-hour streams, 13-hour streams sometimes, and then like just researching other stuff, and that's like it. I'm not doing anything outside of streaming, so I'm keen to get back into it. But yeah, it's good. It's weird going from waking up at 4 a.m, working usually for like 6 hours, and then hitting a workout to now sitting for like.
How's your
12
lady
hours straight.
treat that?
Yeah, she's actually all right. I mean, Annie's amazing. So she's kind of eased up on her training a little bit now in the whole scheme of things too. She's always been really into fitness. She got her Cert 3 and 4 in fitness too. So she's a fully qualified personal trainer too. And also she did a nutrition course too. So we've both been really into it. But I think it's the same thing. It's as we've like kind of progressed too, we're not as, I don't know, funny about it. Like, you know what I mean? Again, it's 7 years. She's not about, I mean, we crack jokes. She called me fat the other day. You know, like we crack jokes and stuff. It's fine.
It's okay too. I know I'm chubs now, you know, like
this is the worst shape I've been in like 7 years, but it's weird that I've kind of come to accept that. But it's also, I don't know, because you invest your worth in other things. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
For me, I was the fit guy. I was always the fit guy. Like, that guy's super fit. And he trains so much. He's a personal trainer. Man, he's so fit. And like, that's kind of cool. But I was like, yeah, I don't know. That's such a vain thing to be invested in. I'd rather like.
I don't think that. I don't think it's vain to be invested in it. I think it's health. You get out, you go to the gym.
Identified as it. That's the issue. To be involved in it's okay, but to literally be like, if people had to describe me in one word, it would have been something to do with fitness. If someone talked about me, like who's Sean, and they mentioned a sentence, I guarantee fitness or the gym would have had to have made its way in there. And I was like, that's kind of sad in a way.
Your real name's not Aussie?
It's not Aussie. No, it's not. Sorry. It's actually, I've been telling my chat it's Russell for a long time, and I had them going. And then unfortunately for a tournament I did the other day, they showed me the graphics for it, and it was legit just my full name plastered everywhere. And I was like, oh, here we go. Oh, well.
No, you look like a Russell. I believe that.
You look like
that's because you're thinking of Russell, fucking, what's his name? The guy with the long hair. Yeah, Russell Brand.
Oh, I used to have long hair, man. I used to have long hair like down here. Oh, God. I was saying, when we're doing the lookalikes, I used to get Tarzan all the freaking time. When I had no facial hair, long hair. Yeah, you'd get it too. It's dark, long hair, and a jawline. You're Tarzan, apparently. Like, it's just, I don't know.
I get Muhammad and Osama bin Laden.
I'll stick with Tarzan. I'll stick with Tarzan.
You know what my favorite shit on Arab's tweets are? Whenever he like tweets about like some success he's having, like, oh, my stream hit this or this and that, people will comment under it, bro, you're blowing up. And I'm just like, yeah. Every time I read those,
it got old though. Like,
yeah, that's the thing. So, yeah, going back to that racist joke topic, I don't like take offense to it, but if someone's gonna make a joke, I want it to be good. You know, like,
it better be funny at
right?
least,
Like, I have people come in. Obviously, there's some people that are actually like trying to be racist, and like they'll go blow up another fucking country, you Muslim terrorist, Allahu Akbar, and then like.
That's
it's
not
like,
funny. Yes, that's
no, it's like I'm not offended. You know, I'm not gonna cry over it. But like,
it's easy though.
Put in some effort.
It's an easy one.
Exactly. Put in some effort.
Exactly.
Like,
come on, man. Like, you're playing Fortnite. Just surely just wait for you to use like an RPG or like a C4
right,
or something.
right.
Like,
the Arab classic.
Like, at least like do something. Yeah.
Edwin knows about that actually.
It's weird. Like with Australia, we have like people have a good idea of us, but I still get that too. People come and make jokes that aren't racist, but they're just not funny. I'm like, man, like shrimp on a barbie. Like, are you kidding me, dude? Come on, at least like be a bit inventive. Come on.
Dude, I have being Australian's cool though. That's not
exactly.
Like the only thing I can make fun of you for is like the national loss of the crocodile hunter, which I would never do. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean. Yeah, for sure. It is a bit different, but I don't know. Do you get stopped at airports, Arab? Do you actually get stopped at airports?
No, genuinely. Yeah. So
genuinely. Yeah.
So for Dusty, move to the center of your camera, please. He was off the OBS.
Okay. Gotcha.
My mic arm is so like.
So the first 16 years of my life, we would go to the airport about 5.5 hours early, because when we're going to Lebanon, so I didn't know any better. Like even until after, like until
that was normal.
Until 2 years ago, I thought that was normal. Now I go like an hour and a half before my flight, and then I'm in 10 minutes, and then I'm there. You know, but like So anytime we go to Lebanon, because we go to Lebanon every summer, we have a big family business over there. They would search. We would take 10 bags. You were allowed 2 bags per person, and we were going for 3 months. So we'd take 10 bags, right? And we'd have to bring gifts to people, etc. So 10 bags. They would pull us to the side every single time, and we'd be there for about 3 hours of them searching our bags, like waiting for the people in front of us, obviously, and then searching our bags to make sure that we're not terrorists. So, and then in France, me only, not my parents, I get randomly selected every single time we have a layover in France. They fucking pull me to the side. They go, "Vivi, monsieur, pull out your camera and..."
Yo, that's so racist, man.
They go, "Vivi, monsieur, pull out your camera, turn it on, pull out your computer and turn it on." And I'm like, okay, you know, and I like right before we get in the flight, I got to turn everything on so they make sure it's not a bomb. And then it is what it is. I get it though. Like I'm not pissed, man. I'm not pissed at it. That's the reality. Like Americans aren't the ones that are hijacking the planes and blowing them up.
Talk about it in the first podcast.
They're not.
Talked about this in the first podcast. That's funny as fuck. Our first podcast ever, we talked about this shit. You remember that?
I think it was Shayo, right?
Yeah. That's funny because you're bringing back.
Dude, like,
I mean,
it's
just come to Australia though. Literally here, it's fine. You could probably bring the bomb in. What they won't let you bring in is the banana. Like it's legit any like produce. Like it's so weird here. Like they don't care. Like I feel like we have the best border security in the world when it comes to like fruit and like food for some reason, because it's like we're an island. They don't want to like infect the wildlife. But I swear it is so unbelievably dodgy. When I travel to America, it's like shoes off, the whole thing. I swear I walk through and it's like that meme of the guy who's like frisking people and he's legit just waving his hands around them. That's what I feel like our border patrol is. So just don't bring food here, man, and you'll get straight in. You'll feel treated like everyone else. Ease up, mate.
So it's like it is what it is. I think it's necessary, bro. I'm sure they've prevented so many bombs. Yeah, I'm sure they have.
I'm not from America, but I've heard differently.
I don't know, man. I'm sure they've prevented a lot of like airplane hijackings by doing that stereotyping, I guess. Right?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, at the same time, the other thing which is actually kind of crazy, whenever I travel with my fiance, funny enough, again, small petite girl, she's smiling, she's always happy to be traveling. She gets stopped every time. And I've talked to someone who works at airports, they're like, dude, it's for quotas. Like we have to search a certain amount of people as our job. We just pick the easy people sometimes. Like we just pick someone who looks like they're smiling and happy. If you look
your wife's your girl's pretty hot. Your girl's pretty hot. Let's see.
Ours is like I said, we don't even do that though. I don't
is
know
there
what
anything in
like,
here?
I don't know what your etiquette is, dude. Our airport literally, like when I say like they search you, they legit just pull open your bag and kind of like swab this thing around and then you walk through. Like it's not the same as what I feel like you guys must go through. I don't get it. I don't know.
That's what it's like if you're white here.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a life experience, I guess. You know what I mean?
Like, yo, you're good. Go.
Yeah. If you're as darker as me or Arab, man, it doesn't matter. My family gets pulled over all the time too. It depends where we're going, but yeah.
It's ridiculous, dude.
So man, for me, it's just life. Like that's how I see it. It's like I can either be pissed about it and then start this whole thing, or I could just say, "Fuck it." Whatever, whatever.
Choose your battles, I guess.
It is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be a problem for a while now, at least. Like, I haven't known about this for like at least a year and a half. You're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. I saw a video today that actually opened my eyes up a lot to how hard it is for black people. There was a video on Twitter that went viral of some girl at the park who had her dog off a leash, and you're supposed to have all your dogs on a leash, and she wasn't. She just had her dog off, and some dude was filming her. Some African American dude was filming her, just to show that she didn't have her dog on a leash so he could like show the cops or something. And she goes, "Stop recording me." And he goes, "No." She goes, "You're threatening my life." She calls the cops and starts fake crying that an African-American man is threatening her life and her dog's life at the park, and they need to come now and save her. And this dude is literally just standing there laughing with his phone.
Yeah.
And she gets off the call and he goes, "All right, that's all I needed." And like that, they have it harder, like I'm going to cry over my getting called a terrorist. Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, the thing is, like, I feel like people really think that the whole like everyone is just a person, this and that, like mentality should be further along than it is. But dude, it's only been like what, 80 years, 60 years since everything got figured out to an extent. you know, and things are still not as equal as they should be. Obviously, it's like, man, I guess time is gonna. I feel like eventually, bro, everyone's just gonna like fuck everyone, and everyone's just gonna be the same like caramel color. You know what I'm saying? Or like everyone's gonna be gray or blue or something. You know, like that's what's gonna happen.
You can tell. You can tell there's a change in like perspectives. Like you going your family for Christmas and like, dude, I'm gonna say it. Like my, you know, like and they, that's how they got educated. Like older people, like they're more racist than us. You know. 100%.
Whoa! Don't say racist. You're right. They are.
Yeah, we're waiting for the reptiles to die. That's the same thing when it comes to politics too. It's just like, like you look at everything that's changing now. Like I think America's being actually more progressive than we are and stuff, man. When I'm seeing like weed be legalized, like gay marriage and stuff, like we're like actually depressingly behind the times over here. Like people kind of don't. Everyone's a great perspective of Australia and stuff. I'm like, man, there's some stuff we do that's real not okay.
Listen, man. To get weed legalized, you're gonna have to go through that cancel war. I'm not sure if you're ready for it yet. There's a whole wave of stuff that comes. We were just talking about the cancel culture earlier, right?
How does that have to do with weed though? Like,
it'll come with it. It's not with weed. It's not with weed. It's with.
Oh, it's just with
It's with everything. It'll come with it. Yeah, just be ready.
Right, dude. You guys, OCE does some gnarly shit. Like you guys are behind with the times. Like you guys allow aimbot. Like that's crazy.
You guys broke. You guys.
we actually made it how far without talking about Fortnite? We actually got so far without talking about Fortnite. Let's go, boys. Yeah.
And you guys.
We haven't talked about Fortnite once.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you guys.
We talked about Pornhub for like 5 minutes.
And you guys broke the world record for one of the largest fires ever. That was dope. Like you guys are killing it.
Cool.
That was
about world records.
That was unironically lit.
No, definitely ironic.
Oh no, I'm not getting into that one. That was an absolute political shit fight as well. Who imagine? I'll just say who to thunk it. If you cut funding by 95% in fire prevention, you get a shit ton of fires.
Yeah.
Crazy,
is that what happened?
Like,
was it like right after? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what happened. Literally, it was pretty much entirely 100% due to political reasons, not like.
Damn.
I'm not going to talk out of my ass. I'm a Twitch streamer. People are going to start flaming the comments.
I hate that shit.
Flaming.
I hate that shit.
It is. It's just like, you know what I mean? That was the one thing I did a massive charity stream for, and coming into that, I was like, I'm gonna do a bit of research, and I was like, yeah, this was a really, really stupid reason. But yeah, I mean, we can go back on the Fortnite if you want. I mean, that's actually a topic I haven't really talked about on stream at all. Again, I try to avoid this kind of stuff. Like I usually give a statement. I literally tell my mods, I'm like, all right, we're gonna get this asked 10 times today. At the start, I will say my thoughts on something. We clip it, and then we ban the word. I kid you not. And then I just post that clip every so often to keep people happy.
We're not here to talk about Fortnite. That's not how we do this podcast. That's only when we have a Fortnite Pro. No, come on.
I'm far from a pro.
Yeah,
we're very far from a pro.
Well, no, you're an entertainer.
We got you now, though, man. What? You're on every podcast now, Mr. Almost Top 50. Come on, baby.
51st place.
We're gonna have Arab as a guest.
I got 50.
You're gonna be a guest.
I got 51st on purpose. That way, I don't have to be called a pro. I'm a content creator still.
Fair.
No, you like it.
So back to that mentality.
Mr. Almost 50th place. That's funny title.
Back to that topic, actually. Being a Twitch streamer, do you like? What do you think people think when they type that shit? Like, you're just a Twitch streamer. Like, you know, there was fucking 20 other years of my life where, you know, and I actually do things. You know, I like.
I use it more to myself normally, only because now that I've started streaming the past, like let's say like the past 2 months, right? I have done literally nothing but streaming basically. Like I hang out with my fiance at night, I watch some TV. So unless in whatever I'm watching, which is not news, I avoid it. I hate it. Then it's kind of, I mean, I am super uneducated in a lot of things. I think Twitch streaming, to make it and be successful, it kind of almost does consume you. Like you really lose a lot of other aspects. So if it's about, maybe psychology, again, I did a massive degree on that. Maybe if it's fitness or just other small areas of my life that I would be like kind of expert in. I'm the kind of person,
being a loser,
give my opinion unless it's pretty educated. Wait, what?
Being a loser?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. That's fair. Hey, I did a lot of that. Still doing a lot of that, but I get paid for it now, so it's all right.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a loser when you see on Twitch.
Bro, you know, I feel like there's so many people that consume the content that we create, whether it be on Twitch or on YouTube, and for some reason they're sitting at home watching us, and they think we're like less than them sometimes. You know what I'm saying? They're like, "Oh, you're just a fucking streamer," but it's like. it's like you're fucking here, like
you're watching me, bro.
Like you're spending the time with me to make me more successful, but you think, I don't know, man, the outside perspective of being a streamer or a content creator or a YouTuber is so fucked, bro. Well, like when me and my friends were making YouTube videos in high school, we got shit, bro. We got so much shit.
Oh yeah,
so much.
Before it was cool though. That was kind of before. Where now, like, but now you ask any 10-year-old, what do you want to do with your life? I was saying this on stream the other day. I don't know, it's an Australian thing. For some reason, all Australian kids wanted to be marine biologists. Dumbest job ever. That's not going to happen. But now it's freaking YouTube and Twitch streamers. Like, what do you want to be? I want to be a YouTuber. It's like, really? Okay, all right. That's kind of weird. But then you're right. You talk to people your age and they're like, oh, you play video games. And I have to explain to them, no, I talk about people playing video games. You know how even stupider that sounds?
That's
funny is they're like, yeah, I want to be a YouTuber, and you're like, okay, start. Well, I'm not famous yet. Like I'm telling you, people are like, yeah, I wish I would do what you're doing. You're like, no, you don't, because like,
you just
if
do it.
Really want to do, like, yeah, you would be doing it right now. It's hard, bro. It's not.
People don't understand how much work this is, and they don't understand the concept of it consuming your life, because bro, it really does, bro.
It really does,
man. I'm so happy that I found a partner who now understands it, who's kind of gone through it slowly with me. Otherwise this would not have worked. I couldn't even imagine trying to find someone now who could possibly understand what the hell I'm trying to do and doing with my day to day. Like, it's nuts.
How did that go?
It's crazy.
How did that conversation go? Annie, I want to do this full time.
I mean, everyone always asks me, like, I feel kind of like a dick when I talk about it, because I'm blessed. Both my parents and my partner were always really good.
Oh, you're a piece of shit.
Like I didn't have to. Yeah, no, but some people have that with me. They're like, "Holy crap, your parents supported you and stuff. That's crazy. You're an asshole." And it's like, "All right, my bad." But I don't know. Like,
parents are cool.
For me, it's just always been. I think people usually understand there's no point trying to stop me when I do want to do something, like whether it's personal training, whatever it was. Like, I'll just go into it full on. But I think there was conversations where I set like goals though. Like I told Annie, like, right, we're buying a house. Like I've got X amount of time where I need to make X amount of money from this. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to give it up or like slow it right down. She understood only because I talked about the whole regret thing. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, again, we're getting engaged. I obviously plan, you mentioned you're going to go find some hot mums out there. Not really in my foreseeable future. So I was like, look, if I don't do this though, you're going to have to deal with me at 30 years old being some probably like old dude who's super regretful. Like, holy shit, I should have done that with my life. I feel bad where I am now. I was like, I've got to give this at least 6 months. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I will 100% walk away from it. So, I mean, my community backed me. It's working, which is awesome. But yeah, the conversation wasn't that hard, I guess, because for me it was never a conversation. It had to happen. It was just like, are you okay with it, more than anything.
Yeah, that's dope. You think your parents supported you from the beginning because you had already gotten the degree and you had already done other things? Like, you were older when you started.
Yeah, so yes, I mean, I started streaming only like a little over a year and a half ago, which is pretty crazy for a lot of people. So I've only been doing content at all for a year and a half. Like, I didn't do YouTube before, I did Twitch. Like, I started on Twitch with 0 followers on any platform. No one knew who I was, wasn't a pro player, just kind of jumped into it. So yeah, I started late, but I mean, my brother kind of paved the way for me. My brother's 5 years older than me. He was running one of the biggest EB games in Australia, which is like basically GameStop.
Yeah.
So
no, it was same thing.
He's got full arm sleeve. He's got a full sleeve of video game tattoos and stuff. We got our first console when I was 4 years old for Christmas. Like we smashed it. So my parents are always very cool. Going through high school and stuff, I would literally, like, school holidays would start. We have like 6 week school holidays here in 2 weeks. We don't have like the massive summer break you guys have, but that night I would stay up till like 5-6 a.m. and just flip my whole sleep schedule, and I would just play. I would get up at 2 p.m. I just play World of Warcraft till like 6 a.m. My parents totally cool with that because I was still playing sports. I was still getting good grades. That was my parents' always logic, was like, they were cool. And now it's got me to this point. So I've been very lucky with that. But uni, I tried to drop out of like 4 times. And their logic was, if you keep going to uni, you finish your degree, you can stay at home until you buy a house. That was always like our kind of like arrangement.
Kind of the same here, yeah.
I did uni, which was the biggest waste of time anyway, though. Like, that was like the biggest waste of time and money. Like, if anything, that has held me back longer. But it got me to this point, so I'm not going to regret it. But I don't use anything that I learned ever, so...
Bro, same. I got my degree May last year. And I 4-year bachelor degree.
Same
not
thing.
Using it at all. You know what I'm saying?
Not
Don't plan on using it. You know, honestly, hope to God I never have to. You know, like that's
the backup, right? Yeah, for me, it's the backup. But even then, my degree, like, I went into fitness with it, so technically, it was only helping me a little bit with that anyway. So I don't know. We were the generation that told you had to go to uni. Like, if you don't go to uni, you're not going to be something. And I'm hearing that from someone who didn't go to uni, and I'm like, okay, all right. apparently this is what we're doing. You got to a really successful point in your career. You didn't go to uni, but yeah, it's an interesting topic. I get that one a lot on stream. How did you convince your parents? Or, I mean, I don't know. I didn't have to convince anyone. I was very self-reliant. I was just going to do it. Hopefully everyone else puts up with it, I guess.
Bro, you know what else is crazy about universities and shit too? That a lot of people that go, they just go because of that societal pressure of like everyone needs to go or else you won't be successful. And they don't have the means to go. So they just take out these massive loans. So then almost like they don't become anyone because they're so held back by this, you know, crazy debt that they can't do shit with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. I know people.
Your guys' loan system sucks ass.
Sucks
ass.
Oh shit! Yeah, yours must be different. But dude, I know this chick, bro. I know this chick, and it's probably the dumbest shit I've ever heard. She goes, "I'm gonna go to college." She goes, "I'm gonna go to USF, which is probably one of the most expensive schools in Florida, right?" Nice. And like 40 grand a year. I'm like, "What are you going for?"
What?
Yeah, I was like, "What are you going for?" She goes, I'm gonna get a degree in real estate. I'm like, for fucking what? I'm like, you can get a real estate license in 2 weekends.
Yeah.
Dude,
and
you can get a real
things. Yeah, and practice just selling houses. Like what?
Bro,
She
went to college for 4 years for real estate, bro. And now she just goes to festivals and that's it. Like graduated and owes probably what 160,000.
Our degrees cost on average 20 to 30, and that's AUD. So basically monopoly money to you guys. It's literally nothing. Our money doesn't exist compared to yours. I think it's like, what are we at, 50 cents of the dollar right now? So that's to you guys like 10 to 15 grand is how much our degree costs, and it's a government subsidized
full degree.
So for here, full degree, and for here it's almost too easy because you go to uni and you sign up. You literally just tick a box. It doesn't even take a full form. You tick a box saying I want HECS debt help, which means that the government gives you a loan that pays for the whole degree. You pay no interest on that, and you don't have to pay it off until you make over 45 grand a year.
That's crazy.
You know, yeah. So I'm paying mine off. I'm paying mine off now, but it's like slowly and a little bit, and it's not no interest. Yeah.
How available are your scholarships? Because like I know in Georgia,
next
exactly. So in Georgia, I haven't had to pay for my college yet until this semester. Now that I've like reached, so I've been in college for more than the amount of. I have 32 credits that are unused because my college changed our requirements like halfway through my degree, and I lost 2 semesters worth of classes. That's the reason I'm still in college. So it's like, I didn't have to pay for college until my scholarship ran out, which is 4 years of, you know, like free college. So like over here, if you have decent grades in high school, you can pull out like literally 90%, 100% of free college.
Well, my thing was I got good grades and I was brown.
I'm brown.
Yeah, I know, but I got a scholarship for that. I don't know if you did.
Oh no, I didn't. I
got this thing called like it's called like the Joanne Ruth Clark Scholarship and some other shit for like being brown and having above a 4.0 when you graduate. And
seriously.
No, and I got
do they bring in like a gradient of brown? Like I'm imagining like color swatches like when you go and get
when you get a carpet.
Seriously. So what happened was I went to the college and I gave them all my stuff. They look it over. And then what they do is they make you stand in front of this wall, and the wall has the gradients, and the gradients have the amounts next to them. No, they do,
dude. Edwin,
no,
Edwin,
they do.
That is a skit and a half, bro.
So I was the one that like barely got it for free. You know, the other ones like you get way more money.
What? How have you not made that into a skit yet?
No, I should have tanned. Well, if you go there and you're white, you owe them money.
Yo, dude.
It's too easy here though, because you guys actually, I feel like you guys should go through that discussion of being like, okay, mum and dad, whatever, this is going to cost me 150 grand. It makes that like that situation harder. For Australia, it's too easy. Like it wasn't, are you going to go to uni? It's what uni you're going to go to, what are you going to study? Because there was like no downside. You just tick the box and you get your degree and you kind of put off life's worries for another 4 years. Because that's how I see it. Genuinely, most of us went to uni because we did not know what we wanted to do. And somehow uni became the easier option. Like, how did that work? Go get a job, just start working, get paid for it. Yeah, what the hell?
It's because you see all your friends fucking partying and shit, going to college, like, and you know, it's a herd mentality, the school of fish mentality. You know, like nobody wants to be the dude working a retail job while their friends are over here fucking around. You know, like
true.
It's just you know,
Dusty's a dropout.
I don't know.
He's the only one here that won't have a degree.
I mean, could still go get one.
You're not
but,
gonna go back.
do it.
Stop. You're not
Don't
gonna
do
go
it. Yeah,
back.
we're all
The
like,
funny-
we're all like the jokes now. Nah,
the
don't
funny
do it.
thing,
We're like,
the
please
funny
God,
thing with
don't.
like university is like, bro, I always felt like you go to uni if you know what you want to do, right? Like,
Yeah.
don't go right, but it's the opposite that's happening, right? Like,
Yeah, you
everyone
go
in
and you
uni,
figure
they
it out
don't know
there.
what the fuck they want to do, so they're there, right? They're like, oh, well, I'll just get that, and then their degree, like, dude, I don't know what the statistics are, but man, I'm pretty sure like 1 out of 5 degrees are gonna fucking. Like,
with my psych degree, so with my cohort that graduated with my degree, and like, you know, I went to the real fancy uni. I went to Sydney Uni. It's the one that looks like friggin' Hogwarts. It's like it's ridiculous. But of that uni, like the best degree you can really get as far as paper goes, if you're gonna go to someone and be like, look, I got my degree from here. I don't think it mattered. My education wasn't any better. But I think it was out of my cohort of 1,200 people, I think 9 of them were gonna get a job that was directly related to psychology. 9 out of 1,000 plus. So like heaps of people just go and do like PTing or like they go into marketing or something where it kind of helps, but getting a psych degree for 4 years where 99% of what you learned was directed like directly related to just that, and we don't use it. I'm like, this is such a waste of time.
You were saying earlier that you guys hope that you never have to use your degree. For me, I feel like it's a drive, not even a hope I'll never have to use it. It's a promise to myself that I will never use it.
yeah.
Like,
okay, yeah.
I don't know, man. I still have 3 classes left. I'll finish in December. Yeah. And it's if after that I'm free, I might even move down to Florida. Like, I don't know, I'll make some content or some shit. I don't want to ever use that degree. It is possibly the most I haven't learned anything. I barely learned anything. I barely learned anything from that degree. You don't learn anything in school, like.
Bro, the thing is, school is a weeding out process, and they just want to confirm that you can take direction and do what they need you to do, because that's what an employer needs from you. You know what I'm saying? That's why employers want people with degrees and don't really care what the degree's in. You know, that's all they want.
The only thing you learn is that you're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna have to use it. Like, it's not gonna be useful. The only thing that you learn is that your degree is not gonna be useful.
Yeah, like.
But it is the scariest part though. Like, once you have, like, we talk about how hard this job is and stuff and people don't know, but it's kind of the dream job in a lot of ways though. It's great, especially when things go on really, really well. Like, I think the pressure kind of sucks that I describe to people as like, you know, when you have your job evaluation or your job review and how stressed you get over that. I have that every minute of every day. There's a number that's attached to me that shows how good I'm doing on any given day, any given week, any given month, whatever. I'm like, you take that pressure out of it though, the job's pretty damn awesome. Like, I can't imagine now going back to waking up at 4 a.m. and stuff, but I love that because, yeah, that kind of scares you to be like, oh, damn, like I knew what it was like to not have this and now I have it. So when I look at it again, I'm not going to go back to Fortnite, but when you bring Fortnite or the pros or the people who haven't known any different, they just all of a sudden have 5,000 viewers in the dream job, but they don't know what the other jobs are like. Like, they take it so much for granted.
So much,
like,
bro. Dude,
these pros who can't even finish a tournament. It's like, bro, like the last game of OCE the other night had 44 people playing in the Solo Cash Cup, the last game of the night. You know how much any other esport, any other gamer who's like grind Counter-Strike, they spend like $1,000 to go drive like 5 hours of their shitty computer to some land to try and win like $500 to legitimize it. You got a chance at $5,000. All you got to do is sit in your room and just play for 3 hours and you still can't. I'm like, you don't realize that.
Because of Twitter.
I will say the grand finals for solos on North America held up pretty well. Even up until game 12.
Really well.
Even up until game 12, I was thinking, I'm like, this game's going to have 40 people alive, and it still had Surge on all its...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, I think they're experimenting with systems that... And like a different spread of prize pool where people are still willing to try in all the games. So... Yeah. People don't know. They don't really realize how much work there is. I don't stress about the numbers, though, I feel like. You're saying that's your biggest pressure. I don't think I
don't know.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I do.
I try not to. Like today, again, the plan for me today is I'm legit not going to play Fortnite. I'm not going to talk about Fortnite. I want to play some other stuff and chill, and I love that. So it's. I wouldn't really say I stress about the numbers. For me, though, the reality of it is that there is a money stress in my life, though. Only because
right.
COVID hit. My fiance lost her job, and we have a home loan.
Exactly right.
Completely chilling though, which is amazing. Like the fact that I'm not stressing because my stream kind of took off in the way it did is awesome, but I still need to maintain that to some extent. For me, I just hate stressing about money. I don't ever plan to make 500,000 a mil or whatever. As long as I never have to stress about money, I'm stoked for the rest of my life.
That's how I am.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I don't care. I don't care for. You go ahead.
I was gonna say, me going back to the whole like these kids, they get all this money and this whatever, and they don't know what the opposite is. Where me and Arab have some homies that were like younger, picked up by teams that pay them $4 to $5 grand a month, and dude, they wouldn't make content, they wouldn't stream, they wouldn't really grind. I mean, Arab were like, bro, listen, do you know how fucking hard it is to make $4 grand a month, $5 grand a month as an adult? I was like, that's like a pretty serious like 4-year degree like career, and you're making that fucking around, not streaming. Dude, and we told all these kids, told them, and then they got dropped. Like people get dropped.
They regret. They get dropped, and they're like, "Fuck, I need to start grinding." And they're like, "Dude, you got it all wrong. It's the opposite. You get picked up, fucking grinding your ass off. Now you're on a spotlight. Now it's time to make content."
Yeah, that's hard. I don't know. I don't get how they do. Like, and especially when you look at the content that pops off on Fortnite too, man. Just find someone on Fiverr or on Twitter, pay the $50 to edit your clips that you got over 2 days of playing with friends, and you're gonna pull 50 to 100K views if you do it regularly. Come on, man.
Bro,
like, this content,
I can upload anything now. Now that I've built like my Inside the Mind fan base, it's like I'll upload anything and it gets 15K views.
Yeah,
and it's so satisfying. It's like
I can't do YouTube though, man. If we're gonna do the whole content creator talk, dude, YouTube for me is so much more stressful than Twitch. Different because I haven't built that platform like you said as well. But I just love that if I go live, it's always gonna be relatively kind of the same. If I go live playing Minecraft today, I feel like it'll still be roughly similar. Not like as big as like a big tournament that I'm commentating, but it's enough where I'm still really happy with it. YouTube though, some videos I put so much into. I mean, come on, I'm a commentator. I do commentary, and my YouTube video that got 800,000 views was the Travis Scott event that I didn't talk over. Literally, it was advertised as no talking.
Dude,
yeah.
Dude,
so I got
oh my God.
1 million views on a Travis Scott event. All I did was just get my editor to record the event, not even me, because I wanted to stream and talk over it. He recorded the event and just threw it up in full HD on YouTube. And it got like 900K views. Yeah.
Did you swear in the video? Did you swear?
No, it's nothing. He doesn't talk.
There's no talking. It's literally just the event. Scott event. It's just the event with me not adding any original content.
He made money.
If there's no swearing, there's nothing, bro.
Bro, listen. There's, dude, me and my friends, we film like just like dumb shit for YouTube and shit, like whatever. And sometimes we film the most intricate pranks or social experiments or things publicly, and we're like, bro, this shit's gonna fucking bang, dude. We filmed this one where we did ding dong ditch. You know what ding dong ditching is? Like, yeah. Well, we all dressed up as old people, and I was dressed up in like a really realistic old man mask, and I looked like an old man, bro. Like we had like shit from the thrift store and shit. I had like a walker and stuff. So we'd like knock on the people's doors, and then I'd like hobble away like as an old man, and then like fall over in their driveway and shit, and like drag my old body across their, like it was like just super funny shit, bro. And it fucking flopped. It fucking did no numbers. And then like we'll go and we'll like do something way half effort like that we didn't plan on filming, and it just blows up like millions of views. And we're like, how the fuck, bro?
I feel like artists feel that too. Like rappers and shit, like I remember, I don't know who I saw, but like they got asked like, yo, like when you write a whole album, like do you there's songs you're like, dude, that shit's gonna bang. They're like, you just can't tell. You can't tell. Like you're gonna make a song that you think it'll bang, it won't, and then the song that you made it like in 2 minutes, it's gonna be a hit.
That's why I can't do YouTube. I don't know how Arab did it like on top of Twitch stuff. Like I love Twitch. If I just do my viewing parties, I do my thing, I do my commentary, it'll be great. I try and make like a YouTube guide content. It takes me like 13 hours. Like I got like an editor and stuff on it, and then it just does shit. It's just so like I can't do YouTube, man. I'm gonna do it just because I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna be lazy like the kids we talk about. But man, compare it to other platforms where like it's just consistency. I just don't like that YouTube, in my opinion, doesn't seem to reward consistency as much as everyone seems to think right now. I think YouTube's changed a lot. I think it must have changed a lot.
Bro. And you know what's sad? Twitch is changing right with it, man. Because like, dude, I went back and I watched like old H1Z1 clips, so, like T-Hump and like all these other like people just like fucking going in on each other. I was like, dude, that happened today. Like they'd be all over fucking the Fortnite guy. They'd be all over fucking YouTube. They'd be like getting canceled and shit. But it's getting softer, man. I feel like, you know what? I'm afraid if I see somebody on the screen, like if I'm watching live PD or just like chatting, see somebody on the screen that is an African American, I'm afraid to say that black guy in whatever situation. Like I'm afraid to say the word that black guy because I don't know. I like, is he gonna get clipped out of context or some shit?
It is bad. I don't know. The thing for me that's crazy right now, the way to blow up on Twitch is actually the opposite. It started a whole bunch of drama. Like all the people who did the whole like the $5, like that chick, like it is. Again, we got Arab over here, so it's kind of like we have a personal insight. It started drama. It is like that. Like what wasn't it? I forgot her name. The Instagram comedian chick who did the whole I need 500 subs to
Amanda Cerny.
Yeah, that's the one. Same thing. She knew. She's been
Sorry,
on
I don't know
social
her
media
as-
for like 7. Yeah.
I don't know her as an Instagram. I mean, I know her as a Playboy model.
She's
wait, what?
Yeah, she was a Playboy model before Vine.
But she's been like on social
like a
media for
boomer,
so
yeah.
long. You can't tell me that she didn't know the response that was going to get. But then same thing. Now we're talking about it. People are talking about it again. Like it's crazy.
Oh.
That's your way to blow up out of nowhere if you don't have a following, or if you did have a following, and better yet, it's nosedive. So now people actually care that you're in drama. Like, oh, that's that old person that used to make vines and stuff. And oh my god, she's saying questionable things. And all of a sudden, then her numbers go through the roof.
Bro.
Arab,
There's money
let's start some fake drama, bro. You down?
Do it.
You already did the other day. Type
What
1
I do?
if he's the best.
That's funny. That's funny.
But no, I'm the
That's it.
opposite now though. I'm avoiding it because I don't care the numbers it does. I hate it, man. Like I made a tweet because if you guys didn't see it again, we're going back to Fortnite. So Fresh didn't qualify. Obviously, Fresh is a good friend of mine, but same as
That
last
was
time.
so
I
good
copped
when he
I copped so much hate though. So what the hell, bro? This same thing happened to me, Arab. What happened to you, man? Someone's subbing to me. Let's go.
Someone's
bro.
up to you off
Make
stream,
money.
huh? I make sure to
Yeah, what the hell?
I make sure to turn off the alerts this time.
I just did my lights went off, the alert didn't. But yeah, so I mean, I reported 2 kids who were clearly teaming. I copped so much hate because the kid came back with this whole like long video about like how he was explaining that he wasn't teaming. There was 10 clips, man. If you got to explain 10 clips in a 6-round tournament, how are you interacting with another player that often anyway?
Everyone
But
that's
either
teaming
way,
is gonna say that
I
they're
know.
not. So it's like
I know, and I got flamed for ages because that settled for a day, and everyone was like, "That was a great explanation." Short story, he got banned. It was teaming because the clip came out that he couldn't defend. Either way, though, now anytime anything happens with kids like teaming or whatever, I get like message like I'm the Fortnite guy, I'm about to expose them. I hate it, man. I'm not touching it ever again. I don't care the views it brings. It's just so crap. The other day, I finished the official broadcast. I had the AFL broadcast that night. I was so tired, went to have a nap. My Twitter's just blowing up with people hating on me because of like exposing some kid who didn't team, who did. And it's just, I can't do it, man. I don't know how you do it, Arab, even for the views. I
okay,
can't
look,
do it.
listen, stop. We talked about this.
I can't do it.
Listen. We talked about this right before stream. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm the one that hunts the drama. I milk it. Okay.
Fair.
The drama comes to me. I get shit talked. Someone talks about me, and I milk it, bro. I fucking. Well, I do everything to it. Okay. I'll agree to that. I do milk it. I milk the shit out of drama. But I think that comes with my entertainment style. I can something that's pulled me views from the beginning. Okay, my first ever viewers were people that I would shit on when I had TTV in my name, and they'd come in and talk shit to me, call me a dog shit player, and I would make them laugh. I'd crack a joke back at them about them, and they would laugh and they'd go, "Fuck, this guy's funny." You know what I mean?
Fair.
And so like since the beginning, my first viewership was from milking drama. Like it was reacting to people and cracking jokes that are better that they can't react to, because like that's what I'm good at, is improv, like quick on my feet, you know, like responding to people. So
People are so soft though.
I think he's referring to like the mental stress it is to just get bombarded with like idiots like talking, like even if you don't care, even if they're irrelevant, even if it's just like
it
some
does.
kid with fucking,
No, it does have mental stress for sure.
With like 3 followers, like he has like 3 followers and 2 tweets, but one of his tweets is telling you to fuck yourself. Like it's like, dude, I went through some of that shit semi recently with some kid that was just going fucking being stupid, and it kind of stressed me out. And I was like, bro, like, because I try having a non-problematic community. I like having a non-problematic presence. Like I don't want to be the source or the receiving end of any sort of hate. And honestly, like I used to stream Fortnite exclusively. I used to only stream Fortnite. Now I do a lot of just chatting where we watch videos, we hang out, we play marbles, and then we play Fortnite, we play like other games, whatever. And it's worked out actually a lot better for me because I realized I'm a lot better at entertaining than I am at playing Fortnite. So my audience is like tripled, etc. Like things are going well. And the one thing I've noticed is that since I stepped away from the Fortnite community and the Fortnite directory in general, dude, my community's been so positive lately.
Oh,
it's like so positive and so much older. Everyone's older. Everyone's like 20 plus.
That's the weird thing. The one that sticks in my mind now is there was a guy messaging me last night. I'm trying to go for a walk with my fiance, man. I've just streamed all day. Like I'm just trying to chill out. And I got a guy like spamming my DMs about why he's banned on my Twitch channel. I go back through and I read his message. I'm like, hey man, like you didn't really say anything too bad, but you've literally sent like 16 messages. Every one of them's negative. Like it's either just no, that guy wasn't stream sniping. You're just dog shit. It's not aim assist. You're just dog shit. You're not that relevant. Like you know what I mean? But it's like, and then I'm like, technically you didn't really like do anything like innately wrong. But I don't want you in my community. And like the guy just did not. He could not comprehend that. But what rule did I break? I don't want your shitty personality around. But what rules did I break? Well, I don't want you here. Like, I don't have to defend this, but like just those messages enough to just piss me off where I was like, man, I avoid drama. Like when I went to your stream, I was doing the official broadcast. I was in between though. So I went into the Discord and I was just chilling and I saw your stream because I was like, what's this drama that's going on with Emad and Arab? And then I went and checked it out and your chat is just blowing up with the whole like Emad this, blah, blah, blah. I can't stand that. Like I know you're playing, so you probably don't care, but if I'm trying to stream and I'm just getting like when those kids teamed, I'm just getting their names just pop. I don't care. Like I just don't want to see it.
No, I agree with you.
I agree with you. It brings, I don't want it.
I just start timing out people. I have my mods time out people. Or if someone's saying some stupid shit like it's not aim assist, you're just dog shit, right? After I just get fucking triple dinked by a gray AR when the guy has a gold spaz, I just ban him. I just ban him. I pull up his message history on stream, and normally it's like 8 other negative messages from different time periods. I'm like, oh, chat, it's one of those guys. And then I go, chat, do we ban him? And everyone starts. It's content. I make content out of it, so it's like.
Bro, the other thing to consider too, though, is like, and maybe I'm wrong. This is my opinion on it. I feel like if you get something out of negativity, like negativity will come back. Yeah. And like get something from you. And I think an example of that, Arab, is I'll say this out loud because there's no way I can get in trouble for this now. I don't think. I did just chatting a little bit like months ago, like before I like fully like integrated into what I do. And so, you know, like how Twitch has watch parties, like where it has like a bunch of like videos that are like approved through Amazon Prime that you can watch like movies and shit. Well, apparently those watch parties are offline. Like if you click start watch party, it'll send a notification to all your viewers and you can watch that movie like on stream, but you're not discoverable. It says you're offline.
Oh, really?
Unless those people clicked on that link. And I don't think so, Dusty. I don't think so because the movies that they offer are still like super TOS. Like Jackass 3 was the movie in particular. I didn't know that that's how it was, so I clicked on Jackass 3. I clicked start watch party. It wouldn't work, and the reason it wasn't working was because I was already live, and I realized that after the fact because you're not supposed to be live. Anyways, so I clicked on that shit, and we're watching it, and I'm like, all right, like nothing TOS yet, like everything's fine. And then all of a sudden, bro, a fucking real life human penis was on my screen. And I was like, so I ended stream. I was like, oh, I'll be right back, boys. I ended stream and I deleted the VOD, deleted all the clips. I came back and I was fine. And at that point I had probably like 80, 90 viewers, like watching that shit like months ago. And I feel like if any of those people hated me, and obviously Arab has a lot more viewers at this point, but like if any of those hated me, I would have gotten banned immediately. Because what Arab got banned for was fucking bullshit. That was very stupid. And that had to have come from a bunch of little fans from other people, you know,
100%.
Just sitting in his chat waiting for it. But like now you have those snipers waiting.
But
you know?
You got to realize I don't bring them to my stream. Those people bring them to my stream. Right? When Emad GG is hosting a 25 viewer watch party, I'm just chilling, cracking jokes in my stream, and all of a sudden my viewer count goes from 800 to 4,000. Okay? And it's just, why does Emad hate you? Why did you stream snipe Emad? And it's like, why does he think you're a stream sniper loser?
But
what is my job? Am I supposed to just ban the word Emad? You don't think people are gonna fucking type E space M space, you know, like you don't think people are gonna circumvent that?
I think that's when the whole milking it comes to a thing, though.
Because I just ignore it.
Because like if you milk it and you exacerbate those people that are there obviously to hate on you, they'll remember and they'll come back.
Right.
Like, oh, you made a joke about my favorite streamer.
No,
like, I'm gonna come back.
Right,
you know
right. But for that, I also have to defend myself, right? There's a 4x viewer count.
Is my point.
Well, yeah, the way to do that is I made a command and I didn't respond to anybody. I made the command ! Emad, and it says Emad GG thinks Arab is a clout farmer loser because Arab landed at Frenzy Farms and squads against the ex-Liquid boys who are Emad's best friends. Even though all 4 members of that squad are over it, Emad still isn't for some reason.
Yeah, I think for me the difference being as well, I've had to teach myself now after, because again I've been streaming for that long, and it kind of obviously it went slow for me, then it kind of exploded really quickly. Was I then realized as my platform changed, as it was bigger though, there's less chance that the people in your community know you and know you very well. There's a lot of people who just tune in for the first time, or they haven't been around that long, and I've just learned you have to assume that like not everyone you're talking to, but at least most people you're talking to on social media cannot critically think. They lack the ability to actually make a critical thought based on what you're saying versus someone they like, and reach their own decision. It's either I like Arab more, he's right, or I like Imad more, he's right. It can't be like, oh, okay, I like both of them and I get where they're both coming from, so I'm just gonna, you know what I mean? And I mean, it's like you said, it's Fortnite though. They're younger. That's why I have to avoid it. So now I literally just do not talk about anything if I think it's going to bring drama, which is a little bit sad, because for a while there are a lot of people like, I like the fact that you're like, you seem more real as a streamer. Because honestly, like we've all been to social media. There's people who faking it. We can all tell the people faking it. Viewers struggle sometimes a little bit more, but just as a content creator, you kind of always know. I don't want to be like I'm faking it. So I'll give my real opinion if I ever give my opinion. But my default now is to just not give my opinion. I just don't touch it. I just don't mention it. I just let it die.
I don't know.
You're real professional.
Yeah.
Arab's the content creator. Like you're kind of like not corporate, but like you have like you have like corporate backing.
Listen,
I tell my viewers I'm sponsor friendly. I'm not family friendly. That's
listen, the one reason I really enjoyed joining RBK from the beginning is in September, Concealed hit me up. For anyone that doesn't know watching the podcast, that's the team I'm on, is RBK, and then Concealed is the CEO. He said, yo, I want to pick you up. Or even in August, I think. But my two investors don't. My two other owners don't. They don't like your tweets. Like you post stuff that might not be sponsor friendly. And I was like, okay, like I'm not going to change that. Like that's something I know I'll never be on TSM, right?
Yeah.
But I could be maybe on FaZe Clan one day if, let's say, I don't end up being on RBK, because FaZe Clan isn't one that reprimands you for cracking, further joke tweets, right? Like they used to own a fucking gambling site.
You have a lot of privilege.
Do you think it's going more corporate though? Like I actually think, I think it's, I don't know if you could anymore, even with Banks. It's kind of crazy.
Banks literally admitted a month ago that on a podcast that they ran CS:GO Lotto. Or like the second one. You know what I mean?
Like again, this is kind of different. I got this. Have you seen what happened recently with H3 and Keemstar though?
Yeah.
Like, it's getting dangerous, man. It's getting dangerous out here, with sponsors are like getting put pressure on from communities to drop the people that are in charge. So the community doesn't like it.
So that's my thing. That's why I've never cared about money from the beginning, right? Like money will come.
Yeah, true.
And I've never stressed about that. I want to stay true to who I am. So when I see something that I feel is wrong, I feel like I have an obligation. I don't know, man. I like I can't just watch somebody do some scummy shit and like if it's actually like really scummy, you know what I mean? It's not like if he's hurting someone, if I see somebody hurting someone, I can't just not step in. Like I want people to know my opinion, and I want to be me. I don't want when somebody walks up to me at TwitchCon, I'm some completely different person. You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to be me fully at all times. I stream 14 hours a day. You hide your face, right, when you eat.
Yeah, this is always a weird topic for you. I love that you get so into this. Like you go full like deep dive on this, man. I just hate watching people eat. It triggers me. I leave the stream
and that's okay
because I hate watching it.
Yeah, that's okay.
I hide me watch when I eat just because I just hate the way it looks, because I hate the sound of eating too. So like I do this. I legit put my mic over here. I do that, and I turn my cam off, and I eat my food. That's what I do.
Your cam turned off when you did that.
Cam froze. What?
Perfect timing.
Dude, I've had freezes by my fucking my cam.
That's a great way to freeze. Wait, here we go. Am I back? No, I'm not back. Wait, video? Hey, I'm back. There we go. Okay, I moved the mic really far away. I pointed away from it, and then I ate my food with my cam off, and I don't know.
And I just
that's fair.
Exactly. And I'm streaming 14 hours a day. Like sometimes I'm not competing. I'm just chilling, watching YouTube. I brush my teeth on stream, bro. Like I want people to know, dude, you're fucking watching my life. You can't expect to watch me for 14 hours a day. And I'm a completely different person. I'm going to give you my opinions. I'm going to tell you what I think. Like I'm going to tell you story. Dude, I tell people stories about my past and they think I'm exaggerating them for fucking like the other day I was telling them a story about this chick. I was telling them a story about a chick I used to talk to. and like how we first started dating. Because like I used to be much better looking, right? Obviously, like took care of my hair, my beard, I was fit.
Yeah, eyebrows as well, but they're growing.
Yeah, eyebrows. I was telling the story like one time I met this chick, and like the story was like so unbelievable. Like I was studying them, like it's so easy to get girls, right? Like you just DM their story, you crack a joke, they crack a joke back, you guys start flirting, you're already in. Like it's really that simple to get girls nowadays. With
if a girl likes you, there's no way you can like make that change.
Exactly.
Like, she actually likes you.
So this is a girl I was talking to like back when I was single, and she posted a story about Taco Tuesdays. Like the most important thing in life is Taco Tuesdays or something. And I responded, I was like, I agree. Taco Tuesdays are the wave. And she responded.
Take my virginity.
No, she responded. Yeah, Taco Tuesdays aren't as good as Topless Tuesdays, but Taco Tuesdays are, you know, like, or something like that. And I told Stream this, and they go, "That's cap. That's bullshit." And I was like, "Yeah,
really?
like
that just shows how young the demographic
exactly,
is.
Exactly.
So
like, because that's how it is.
Once you said that she was gonna be naked around you, like,
right.
That's normally what happens.
But that was the first message, right? And they go, "That's cap." I literally went to my Instagram DMs from 3 years ago.
Oh, look at you go.
I screenshot it and pull it up for Stream, and I go, "You guys want to tell me my stories are bullshit?" Like,
yeah.
Like,
but
yeah, go ahead.
Though. I respect that. We talked about like when you said like the old Twitch, you go back and watch T-Hump's clips of H1 and stuff. That's what it used to be. It was dudes just playing video games, doing what they do with the camera on, and there was like people who talked about that. Now it's gone a bit more kind of corporate. But I mean, I'm the one who's benefited the most out of that, though. Really, like I talk about how I started with no social media kind of presence, which is true, but it was because I like every little inch I got, I then hopped onto something else or someone else or another company or like another, like, you know what I mean? I didn't like, I piggyback off people. Like that's just is what it is. Where for me, I'm doing the opposite. I'm piggybacking off companies, and it's got me real fast. So I don't know. Like, it's different, but
for sure. No, 100%. And you will make more money. If you end up getting to the top and we have the same amount of viewers, you're going to make more money.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have more sponsors.
Dude,
I don't care. Like I said, you go ahead. Let's see.
I mean, no, you just get to your point. I'll go for the
okay.
Go back to
like I said, like fuck, what was I saying? Anyways, I just we were talking about money earlier, about how like I don't care to be a billionaire. That's a cool legacy, billionaire, you know, like whatever. But like I don't care for it. I just wanna I wanna be able to travel, and when I travel to places, buy whatever fucking food I want, whether it be for everybody, whether it be for me. You know, like when I went to fucking Florida, we're hanging out. All of us are watching the fight.
We were talking about this. You and me, like we're talking about next time we hang out, wherever it is, we're gonna buy the other one food, and that was like a big deal. It was like, it was like just having the money to do little stuff like that. Yeah, I want to be able to get avocado and not have to question the extra. I'm not trying to drive there in a Ferrari. Yeah,
I went to Florida when I was hanging out with Edwin. I think I spent like literally $500 on food in 4 days. I just bought food for everybody all the time. Like it was like nobody wanted to buy food. Fuck it, guys, I'm buying food. And like, you know what I mean? Like that's what I care about spending money on, is experiences and memories, not fucking Lamborghinis, dude. I don't give a fuck about a Lamborghini. Like bro. I want to be able to crack jokes.
Yeah.
And eat with the people I love. Like that's it. That's what I care about. And
you're so wholesome and brand friendly.
Yeah, man. Holy shit, dude.
Because to me, like the reason I started this, I didn't start streaming because I wanted competitive Fortnite. I started streaming because I wanted to entertain people. Yeah. You know, like I want to. And I tell Stream, like, dude, I'm the same person off stream, except I'm quieter. Like, I'm not as loud. That's it.
Would you go the variety route after Fortnite and stuff? Do you think you'll jump into another game and take it seriously?
Hell yeah. It depends.
Like the Ludwig route.
I don't know who Ludwig is.
You don't know who Ludwig is, bro? Come on. Anyone else who know Ludwig is? Come on. Just a real good variety.
Is he like a king of a castle, like Ludwig?
No, and it kind of like, I mean, you could do similar, like I could say it's kind of like what Soda Pop, but every single day is a different day. Sometimes he'll like spend $5 grand on Amazon with his viewers. Some days he'll just play like a speed running game. Another day he'll do like laugh you lose challenges, things like that. Like just like pure entertainment. Yeah, very similar to XQC. Yeah, it's just entertainment.
No, I definitely, like, I think I'll always be a competitive gamer because I love that. I love that idea. Like even League of Legends, I was master. RuneScape, I was one of the best like people in the wilderness, like PvP players.
Yeah, I love how you just can't make RuneScape sound cool as a competitive game. Even just trying to talk
it's just like I've always wanted to be like any game. I'd always start games later than my friends and be better than them within a week. You know what I mean? So it's like
you care about getting good.
Exactly. And so like I'll always be a competitive gamer, but my number one goal is definitely to entertain people. Like maybe one day and I know it's a completely different style of comedy. Like I'm more the improv type. That's why streaming is so fun.
Yeah, so live.
Is I want to sell out a stadium. That would be cool. Oh, like a stand-up comedy stadium. That would be so sick.
Cool.
Yeah, and I think that would show my parents, like, yo, your son. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing for you. That's crazy.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Funny. Okay. So we have in the joke squad, we have the 3 main characters are me, Jack, Merrick, and that's just kind of like the crew that always films. And we want to do a stand-up tour, quote unquote, like because we've never done stand-up, but we want to write and shit and do it too. And we have this meme where like Merrick, he always fucks shit up, bro. Whenever we build something, he always fucks it up. Whenever we do something, he always fucks it up. So we have this meme where like fuck Merrick. And like we were like almost sold merch that just said fuck Merrick on the shirt. And like it's coming to my chat from YouTube like, yo, fuck Merrick. I'm like, hell yeah. So
hell yeah.
So we're planning on me and Jack, we're gonna get like our first stop on the tour, or even if it's only a one night thing, we're gonna hire a bunch of people on Craigslist to fill the room and to laugh at everything me and Jack say, but as soon as Merrick goes up,
no way,
everything he says, yeah,
not even boo, because that
not even laugh.
Just don't laugh, just no emotion. That would like, I reckon I would actually develop some kind of psychological issue from that. I reckon if that happened, like being in a room full of people and having them laugh at my friends, and then just every time I say anything, just no response. Yeah, that's like when you used to be like when kids when you were young, like let's just pretend that he's dead, and they'd ignore you. Like that's like that, but times 1,000. Like that is brutal.
Yeah.
What the hell?
He definitely, I don't think he definitely doesn't listen to this, so he'll definitely never know, and that's his own fault for not listening to the podcast. But no, we're probably gonna do it because that would be fucking hilarious, dude.
That would be sick.
It'd be so fitting.
So I have a question for you, Aussie. Like, because I know a lot of people in OC, like they always talk, like the big streamers like Laser Beam, Black London. They're like, dude, we're on the other side of the fucking planet, dude, and like it's so hard to be able to switch, especially when you're coming up, right? Yeah. Because I don't know, like, what time is it for you right now?
It is 10:30 a.m. We started it like we like started the call around 9 a.m. So yeah,
it's 8:30 p.m. for us. Like for like streamers to find a good schedule, it must be a fucking pain, bro.
I mean, I actually kind of like it because I think it makes you be healthy. So like for me, I try and go live around like around this like 9 to 10 a.m. Like this will probably be like a late start for me today now, which is it coincides with a nighttime for America. But when I did the first official broadcast, the Opens week, I had to start at 11:30 p.m. I started 11:30 p.m. for 12 hours. I was on the weirdest sleep schedule for like 3 days. It causes issues, but it's also like I'm not going to try and turn around and pretend that me being Australian and especially my accent when I'm now paid for my voice hasn't helped, because you just look at how many massive Australian YouTubers and content creators they are compared to the population, and there's got to be something they all have in common.
I love it.
Like this, you know what I mean? Dude. Yeah, I've got to accept that's just the thing. You know what I mean? When I'm on the broadcast, you can't. You know who I am as soon as I talk. You have to. Like, it's just, that's the way it is. You know what I mean? And like people, if you know there's an Australian commentator and then all of a sudden you hear me talk, it's like, oh, that must be him. That's that Aussie Antics guy. It's what I've played off from the start. It's why I did the branding the way I did.
Bro, I would literally murder a village for your voice, bro. like that shit is so valuable, bro. Chicks that have that voice, like if you had long hair, beard even, like I don't even give a shit. Like I'd be down. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I love Australians. Like, here's so Edwin and I, this is at World Cup. We went to like he got me in. It was under him. I'm not gonna say exactly what it was, but it was like a private party. Okay, and there was this really important guy who was Australian. He starts talking to me, and
just like
I called him a cunt. I could tell by his demeanor, that I could call him a cunt. So the first thing I said is, you fucking cunt. And like I go to meet him and he goes, say it again. I was like, you fucking cunt. He's like, I fucking love you. And I was like, I just built this fucking relationship because I called him a cunt, bro. He's like, let me show you a magic trick. I was like, okay.
Bro, why? Oh shit!
Yes.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Wow. I remember the magic trick is what reminded me. Anyways, dude, I want to know why that word is so natural and like friendly to you guys, but like I don't know if I could say that on stream.
I know.
It's
Okay, so
meaningless, dude.
it's a word. It's a word that I don't say personally as an Australian who doesn't say it, only because I don't want it to come into my vocabulary. So that's the one thing that's very hard with me when I'm doing viewing parties and stuff. That's why I've never said I'm family friendly, because I'm gonna watch Volks. And you're going to hear a lot of words that aren't family friendly, but it's through my stream. So I try to keep it out of my vocabulary, though, so that I don't drop it on a main broadcast or like when I'm doing sponsor stuff. Just easier. But for me, I don't know. It's weird. It's become more and more popular, but people are very, 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 I want to say colloquial, but that sounds bad. Like just very easy going here in the sense that you're less guarded in what you said. Like you said, with Americans being more sensitive, I have to agree. Americans are more sensitive, and I've had
what the fuck, bro? Like you come on our podcast and you
I'm Canadian. I'm Canadian. I can even tell. I'm not even kidding. Like there's shit in Canada that, like, bro, I'm like in America. I'm like, fuck, that's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like, for example, like swearing in public. Like, one of my best friend's partner, his wife, she's American, and she says, "Hey, she's very weird. If she was out in public and someone was swearing loudly around her, it would be like offensive. Like, there's a woman present. But here, nowhere near that whatsoever. But again, it's because I feel like there's that intent involved. Like, you walked up to him and you said it very friendly. If you turn around and you tap on the shoulder and you said that with a more like, yeah, he would have turned around and be like, "What the fuck, mate?" Like, they don't just like take it like that. Got to be with your intent. It's just, I don't know, it's weird. But I went to America 3 times when I was like 16, 17, and 18. And yeah, man, the Australian accent thing is definitely very true. Like, I could just be waiting in line. I'll get to the front just with like a random, like, I'm just buying shit from Walmart or something. They're like, "Oh my gosh, where are you from?" And it's like, "Oh, I'm from Australia." And they instantly love you.
Great title for the podcast.
They're like, "Oh my god!" They're like, "Do you know Crocodile Dundee?" They're like, "Yo," they're like, "Rate my accent, mate."
Like, yo,
Crocky.
They're like, "Crocky."
I went to Outback Steakhouse and the guy tried to like put on this full like accent and stuff as well, and it went around the table and I was the last order, and then as soon as I talked, his face is dropped and I was like, "Look, man, it's not offensive, it's fine, like it's your thing, it's all good." And he's like, "All right, but how did I do?" I was like, "Terrible, like absolutely."
How Aussie Antics got gifted a career because of his accent.
Yo, you know my favorite shit is, my favorite clip from OCE was the time that Laserbeam got invited to something, and he's like, "How'd you do it?" It's like, we got fucking whatever, and they're like, "You can't curse." He's like, "Oh shit."
He's like, "Oh shit, fuck."
And that was the first major Fortnite event in Australia, like Australian Open tennis. Like, Australian Open tennis is, I think, it's the biggest sporting event in the Southern Hemisphere, and for the month of January, it's the biggest sporting event in the world. Like, you go there and it's like, it's a festival, like it's everything. Yeah, so that was so funny. And then I went to the second AO and he's getting interviewed. Did you see the second one though?
No.
There's no swearing, but he legit seems like he's high. And in it, he has like a 1-minute window where in that he says, "Kids, drop out of school. It's pointless. Become a content creator." That was like his second. This guy has got like, he's one of the biggest. I think he's the biggest content creator in the world, arguably right now, just across YouTube. And like, he streams on YouTube at the moment. He streamed a Cash Cup Arab. I don't know if you saw it. He had 110,000 viewers for the whole Cash Cup, and he got like 9
The
points.
biggest in the world? No.
Right?
He had 9 points.
But he gets 1,000 plus on every single video. He did the Star Wars event. I remember he had 272,000 viewers during the Star Wars event where he leaked his IP because he did a speed test to flex his internet. Like, he's just he's the epitome of scuff. But yeah, every YouTube video gets like 5 to 10 mil. I have to say he's up there.
Bro.
No, he's definitely one of the biggest, for sure.
It's because he's from OCE. And the other thing is, I feel like on YouTube, it's a lot easier to get views. Like, your views are a lot higher on YouTube than they are on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? There's just more people that can tune in. But yeah, he's huge though.
What Edwin said, bro, is really important. Like, I was watching a Spanish streamer, bro, and when you're from a smaller community, if you're one of the biggest from this smaller community, dude, like they don't go ham, bro. They bro, dude. That guy is Lil Betty. I don't know. He's like playing.
Yeah, the fucking fake phase replays.
I tweeted that shit out, and I followed him, because I was like, dude, that kid looks exactly like replays. And I followed him, and the next day I wake up and he's streaming and he's doing a fucking scuff Discord. It's called like Disco Chord or whatever, and they're like 6 dudes just jamming like this, and he has like 7K viewers just fucking emoting and all that shit.
It happens when I go to watch like an EU Cup, and then I'm all like, okay, let's see them EU streamers. I've never heard of them. They're not on my Twitter. I've never even like gotten a whisper of who they are, except for maybe they're a good Fortnite player, and they've got like 8K views, and I'm like, I just don't know you. You don't speak my language. It's crazy. But like, same thing happened in OCE. Like, I became like the go-to for any Australian tournament. it just was.
That's
same thing happened when it came like with sponsor opportunities. It was the same thing. It was like there's no one doing Fortnite who is sponsorable or can actually like is an adult essentially. So it was the fact that I was involved in the pro scene, so I could put on whatever pro Fortnite content they want, but then actually be able to handle a normal conversation or like an email thread. But it's crazy. It is. Once you make it in a small region, people talk about small regions being hard, and I think it's hard. But once you start to get in, you get so many opportunities. And then it's weird, man. Like I've never been on the good side of it. Again, this is going to be maybe going back to the whole racial discussion, but I mean, I'm a straight white dude. You know, I've never been the one to get handouts as far as like from companies. I know, I'm sorry. Everyone hates me now. It's fine. It's okay. But being as OCE, like I'm sure I've gotten opportunities because they've wanted to fill their quota of looking like they're going, again, Fortnite, other regions or stuff like that. You know what I mean? I feel like I got opportunities easier than other people when it came to like, I feel like I took my chance well. I feel like I deserve to be on the
100%. Just because you have
calculated. It was calculated.
Exactly.
Bro, listen.
Like, I'm not even kidding right now. Like, if you're right now, if you're a commentator or if you make content, or again, if you're a female, start commentating. You don't understand how far it will take you. Like the amount of time they want to try to get females on the cast so it doesn't look gender biased, but there's just no female commentators. And there's some out there in some esports especially who are really, really friggin' good. I'm like, if you start commentating Fortnite as a female, you are going to make a career. I swear to God. If you can get a
what if I started identifying as a female? I have long hair.
Don't know, man. Don't know.
He's not gonna answer that, bro. He's sponsor friendly. Relax.
Will you vouch
yeah,
for me?
He's gonna be if you want.
I mean, yeah. Let's.
Hey, listen, dude. The thing is about OCE is I feel like Twitch also has a lot more of an incentive to support OCE because there's a lot less people doing it there than here. Like, dude, in NA, like it doesn't matter, bro. Everyone fucking streams. Everyone their mom streams. Like everyone streams. In OCE.
NA East during any tournaments, like again, I can show like my trajectory, like OCE, like I now get way more views, not way more views, but I get better views and better like just cut through on NA West, just because there's less people doing it. It is.
Fuck that. NA West is so boring to watch.
I actually enjoy it though, but I enjoy it more now because I'll have people in my chat who are like really invested in NA West, and I'll have the pros in between games, and it makes it more fun. NA East for me, like the gameplay is great, but there's no community vibe because it's just so massive and it's washed out by. I'm trying to watch and I'll see a good fight, and it'll be someone in my chat, like say Blake, like takes down Tfue, and I'm like, yeah, man, good stuff. But then no, it's not. It's like you took down Tfue, nobody likes you, you're dog shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just bring the worst.
Fuck Tfue, bro. Ugh.
Oh, here we go.
he defended me the other day. Stop. He was defending me during the EMAD stuff too.
Wait, doesn't he play
he's a Warzone. He's a fucking Call of Duty player. What a loser.
I fucking hate
I
that
only
kid.
watched him because he would build, but he sucks at building now.
He's the man.
You keep pulling away from your mic, it cuts out.
Really?
Yeah. You gotta talk like this.
I gotta go on the
same mic. Yo, I want to point out every time you talk, you look at the camera like a fucking caster. Like
I do know. I do. So this was weird for me. I noticed actually halfway through us doing this, I'm like, none of them are looking at their camera, and I had that internal thought because I've been doing the opposite. Because during the broadcast, you know how weird it is? I have a little panda figurine stuck on top of my camera because I look at that so I don't feel weird. That was one of the weirdest things when I went from just doing my scuff viewing parties, commentating, to going and doing like actual broadcast. Was like you have to look into the camera. And I remember talking to Shio, and I'm like, dude, how do you do it? He's like, man, just imagine it's a chick that you're trying to like, you know, you want to.
Shio jerks off to his camera.
Bro, I love Shio so much, bro. He's the nicest motherfucker ever, bro. Like.
He was the best when I was kind of breaking into the scene and like a bit nervous and trying to get some help. Man, Shio is the legend for sure.
He just reminds me of like every like supportive character from a Disney movie I've ever watched.
Yeah.
Like, he reminds me of the guy from Moana and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
He's a typical nice
Jack
Canadian
Harlow,
dude, bro.
The guy from Moana.
Moana?
Jack Harlow.
No, shut up.
Yeah, it's a podcast. You know, it's more. It's chill. Yeah, it's like people think it's an interview. It's not an interview. It's like, yeah, we want to get to know you, but it's just talking. It's a podcast. There's,
dude,
way more fun.
You know what we got from the Savage? I got a comment like a new comment. The guy's like, I could tell Mr. Savage was really, really, really in discomfort in the podcast. Like, I can't believe you guys made him feel that way. But
it
like,
was
the guy was like, thank you guys, like that was dope.
Yeah,
you know,
he probably enjoyed it. Like,
yeah, he did.
Expecting this.
You're cutting out a lot, Aussie. I don't know why. Yeah.
One sec. Let me try. Wait, voice. I'm just gonna put down like how much. Wait, what the hell? The input sensitivity is so low. How about now? If I just talk real loud,
you're good.
okay?
No, you're good. You're chilling. Yeah.
Hey, yell.
Yeah, I'm not yelling though. I don't know why. Do you want me to yell for the sake of it?
I just talk.
I think it's when you're talking and one of us talks. It for some
Maybe,
reason
yeah, huh?
prioritizes us. Like try talking, and then Arab say something.
I'm talking right now, and then Arab talks is going to cut me off. Yeah, it's
starts. Yeah.
Priority setting. But either way, like I don't know. I hate when I do an interview and people are like, man, like after AFL. So during the AFL tournament, it was like $100,000 charity. We did an interview with every person who won or of note, and everyone was like, oh man, that interview with so and so was so awkward. I'm like, they're 13. That interview was phenomenal. Why are we expecting 15 and 16-year-old kids who play video games for a living to be super charismatic? I'm like, what the hell?
Right.
Yeah, I love this. This is super chill, and I feel like anyone would feel chill, and I'm sure Mr. Savage had a great time. But why did like the fact that Mr. Savage even does in a second language give really well thought out, concise answers and can meet strangers and talk to them? Bro, at 15, I was so unbelievably awkward. I have no idea why we expect all these kids to have like media training. I just don't get it.
We did have a problem during the Savage podcast. We talked a little bit too much, like over him.
Yeah,
but he was
the vibe though.
Exactly.
You guys are chilling. You have again, like for me, like that's why I've even found that I'm throwing questions at Arab like I'm interviewing because I'm so used to being the one interviewing where I'm like, yeah, so how do you feel about that? Like it's just my natural
That's fine,
thing.
though.
Savage he probably just sits there and just listens to the conversation.
Exactly. It was harder to talk to him once we got on the audio only.
Way easier.
It was way easier. Which honestly, let's ask this last question. Ozzy, I'm sure you gotta go soon, so let's ask this last question and we'll do a little audio only one as well. Just for like 20 minutes. So you know what this last question is?
I've been told that you ask a tough last question.
Oh, you don't know what it is?
Are we doing it?
Yes, we're doing it. You don't know what it is? Or you do know what it is?
Is this because wait, I'm not going to get special preference only because, okay, so let me first know. Did Shio and Ball answer it?
Yes.
Fine, go for it.
Okay, so one day
they still work for Fortnite. They still have the cast, so that's okay. As long as they didn't lose their jobs, I'm happy.
One day, surgeries are gonna get so good.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, you won't be able to tell if a male has transitioned to female. You know, they've done the surgeries. They look like this babe. Okay, so like, who's the hottest woman you can think of? He's gonna, you could say your wife, but come on, like your celebrity crush. Like, who's your celebrity crush?
Wait, is your wife gonna watch?
Yeah, she's gonna watch probably. She's yeah. You guys are old. You guys talk about how other people are good looking.
You know, that's the hardest question. It's so bad. Maybe I'm just that indoctrinated now into relationship life. I'm actually trying to think of like, so I'm just gonna go with maybe like an easy one, Scarlett Johansson. There you go. That's a good one for me. Johansson. So
Scarlett Johansson. Okay.
Yeah, we're talking like easy. All right, we'll go with that. Keep going.
Also, while I'm asking you this, unchecked priority speaking, it's going bad. It's bad. It's in your settings. It's in your it's in your Discord settings. Voice.
Yeah.
Priority. It should be.
I think that's from the call. I think you guys have that setting in the call, not in the.
It's not happening to any of us, is it? No.
Is it happening to you guys?
It just started happening like halfway through. I don't know why. Whatever.
It was happening from the beginning.
Really?
It got worse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Scott. I can't say it says. I don't think I have that. I'm trying to think my account. Yeah, I don't know, bro.
Okay, that's fine. So the hottest girl, Scarlett Johansson, but with a penis. Okay, like everything is the same about her, but she's got a penis. Okay, and then like the hottest guy. So like what? Like fucking Hugh Jackman.
Okay. Yeah,
right.
Local. Yeah.
Okay.
Local.
Wait, is he?
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
But with a vagina. So every single other part is the same. Who are you going down on, Ozzy?
You have to.
At least you have to. Okay, so this is the one. Okay. And where you're going, I was kind of seeing where it was leading up to. This is the hard part for me because I feel like I want to say just like kind of close your eyes, do the deed. Okay. I want to, again, with my logic on regret, I want to do whatever I'm going to be able to look back on and be okay with and live with myself with. I don't know if I'm going to be okay looking in the mirror and being like, you sucked a dick. It doesn't matter.
Really? Come on. But you didn't just suck a dick. You sucked Scarlett's.
But if you tell me that I went down on a technically a dude, but again, they're not technically a dude. There's like gender biology, right? Again, I don't really care. I've said this on stream before. I get asked if I'm gay a lot. I don't defend it. I don't actually really care. But for me, it's more like as a straight dude, I think I would just feel different having known that I sucked a dick no matter what it was attached to.
You're gonna go down on fucking Hugh Jackman's shredded abs and fucking veins on his body because he's fucking 3% body fat.
Okay, what about that? What about that? You have to go in the mirror and look at yourself and be, I ate a dude. I ate a dude.
Dude, they're not a dude. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna make this get real risky real fast.
No, it is a dude. They just still got the whatever. You get the point. Okay. Listen, all of us are staring and grabbing Scarlett's titties and going down on a dick.
So you can more easily convince yourself and consent.
100%.
At the same time, I like to please. I don't know how to suck a dick, so I'm sorry. I might just let myself down there too. So I feel like
fair.
I don't know. I just feel like that's just I think I'm still gonna stick with Hugh Jackman. Who agrees with me?
You're in the minority. You're in the minority.
Yeah. Out of
4 people,
you're 18th. Out of 18, three at max.
I think American Dad.
Yep.
Balla.
See,
Joey Salads.
Because Joey. Baller's the smartest person you've had on, so I'll take that. Baller's thinking the same way as me. He's thinking logical. He's not thinking like emotions. He's thinking like, all right, a dick is a dick, but this is still like, but don't look. If I know, I just don't have to look and I can pretend.
Yeah.
I can't pretend.
Come on, bro. Don't look. Don't look, and then you're going down and you hear, oh yeah. Are you gonna close your ears?
What about that? You're sucking the dick. You're sucking the dick, but you just think about the titties you're grabbing right now.
Exactly.
It's
Right?
It's less like
with a dick in your mouth, you can convince yourself of anything that isn't.
But then against yours.
That's
bro. American Dad. He's like, bro, I just couldn't imagine myself staring down the barrel of a cock, dude. I just can't.
I think I'm the same. Like, I just don't think I could physically bring myself to do it with any amount of mental preparation and like, all right, this is a woman just with a dick. I don't think I could do it. But if I had to just convince myself, all right, this is just attached to not Hugh Jackman, I think I'd be better off just because it's just more familiar. Maybe I'm a creature of comfort. Maybe it's just a more familiar experience.
You wouldn't have very much fun in Thailand. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyways,
we're gonna call it there for the video only podcast. Aussie, where can people find you for your socials? What are your plans for the next 6 months?
I mean, I'm Aussie Antics on everything except for Instagram, but I hardly use it as Aussie Antics. Some kid stole that when I first started streaming. Unfortunate. Other than that, plans for the next 6 months. We got a bit of a break in competitive Fortnite, so I'm really kind of chilling out, and I want to kind of consolidate my core community. So I'm playing random games and having some fun. I'm trying less to just relax. I'm trying less. I just want to relax. But other than that, man, same thing. Competitive Fortnite. You'll see me if there's something there. I think official broadcasts sound like they're back for good. Solo FNCS, not everyone's super happy about that, but hopefully if it does happen, I'll be casting it regardless. And yeah, I'll be around. I stream every single day, so come check me out.
Make sure you guys follow him on his socials for the rest of this podcast. If you guys want to hear it, we are going to Spotify. That's right, audio only. The whole beginning of the podcast is there, but it'll just lead into the audio only. Remember, guys, you don't need to pay for Spotify. You can listen to the podcast for free with just the regular Spotify app. You don't need premium. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on that audio only, baby.